As bosses and enemies get stronger in the lands between, you'll need to upgrade your weapons, and that means you'll need a good supply of smithing stones. While some can be found while you're out exploring, you can also collect smithing stone bell bearings, give them to the Twin Maiden Husks at Roundtable Hold, and buy as many as you like in exchange for runes. I'm Harry from PC Gamer, and I'm here to help. Here's where you can find smithing stones and Somber smithing stone bell bearings, so you can upgrade as many weapons as you want. You can grab the first smithing stone miner's bell bearing as soon as you reach Liurnia. This one lets you buy smithing stone 1 and smithing stone 2 variants, which lets you upgrade a regular weapon to +6. This bell bearing is dropped by the boss inside the Raya Lucaria Crystal Tunnel, which can be found on the eastern lakeshore in Liurnia, just north of the Church of Vows. Make your way through the dungeon and kill the boss at the end to receive the first bell bearing. The next bell bearing is also found inside a dungeon, but thankfully you won't need to go much further than the entrance. This one unlocks smithing stone 3 and smithing stone 4 at the Twin Maiden Husks vendor and lets you upgrade weapons to +12. The sealed tunnel dungeon that houses it is found in Altus Plateau, at the very south of the moat area to the west of Lanedale. To reach it, travel to the outer wall Phantom Tree site of Grace, then head east until you find the slope that takes you down into the water. Head south from here to find the entrance in the cliffside. Once inside, activate the Site of Grace and look for an illusory wall. Hug the wall to your right, roll through the crates, and you'll find the bell bearing in a chest ahead of you. You'll need to progress through the game a bit more before you can get your hands on this next one. This bell bearing is found inside a cellar in the mountaintops of the Giants, and gives you access to smithing stone 5 and smithing stone 6, and a new weapon upgrade level of +18. From the Zamor Ruins site of Grace, head southeast and into the ruins themselves. You'll find the entrance to the cellar near the southern edge. The bell bearing is located inside an unguarded chest once you open the door. The last regular smithing stone bell bearing can't be missed. It's dropped from the non-optional Godskin duo boss in the Dragon Temple altar room inside Crumbling Fire Missoula. Just keep going with the story and you'll grab it automatically. Once returned to the Twin Maiden Husks, you can buy smithing stone 7 and smithing stone 8, which lets you upgrade your weapon to +24. If you have a unique weapon, you'll need Somber smithing stones to upgrade it. The first of these bell bearings is dropped by a boss in Caelid, the one in the Celia Crystal Tunnel dungeon to be exact. This bell bearing lets you buy Somber smithing stone 1 and Somber smithing stone 2, so you can upgrade your unique weapon to +2. The dungeon is found just to the north of the Swamp of Aeonia, and you might have been teleported here by accident if you opened a certain trap chest in the Dragonburnt ruins in Limgrave. If you want to walk in through the front door though, fast travel to the inner Aeonia site of Grace and head north. The entrance is in the cliffside, and you'll need to make your way through the dungeon and defeat the last boss to get this bell bearing. The second bell bearing is looted from another dungeon boss, this time in Altus Plateau. It lets you buy Somber smithing stone 3 and Somber smithing stone 4, which in turn lets you upgrade your weapon to +4. The Altus Tunnel dungeon is found in the very south of the forest area and just to the west of the Rampart Side Path site of Grace. To get there, start at the forest spanning Great Bridge site of Grace and cross the broken bridge until you can safely drop to the lower area. From here, head south and then west until you reach the entrance. Make your way through the dungeon and defeat the last boss to get this bell bearing. Thankfully this next bell bearing is much simpler to get, but you can't pick it up until you've progressed into the mountaintops of the Giants region. This one gives you access to Somber smithing stone 5 and Somber smithing stone 6, letting you upgrade weapons to +6. Rather than killing a boss, you only need to pick it up from the corpse on the ground in front of the first Church of Marika, directly north of the Forge of the Giants. The item is pretty hard to spot because of the snow, so make sure you don't walk straight past it. Find this bell bearing on a corpse, just to the northwest of the Tempest-facing balcony site of Grace in Crumbling Fire Missoula. This one gives you access to Somber smithing stone 7 and Somber smithing stone 8, giving you access to a +8 upgrade on your unique weapon. Also found in Crumbling Fire Missoula, this last bell bearing lets you buy Somber smithing stone 9 from the Twin Maiden Husks, taking your special weapon to +9. To find it, head to the Beside the Great Bridge site of Grace, and take the elevator back down and head down the stairs to your right. There are 3 beastmen at the bottom, and it's up to you if you kill them or dash through. The bell bearing is found on a corpse by the altar of the main room they're standing in. And that's all you need to know about how to get an infinite supply of smithing stones in Elden Ring. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to see more like it. For more on Elden Ring guides, check out PCGamer.com.